So today we are going to go the other direction. So not towards Marymore, so you're right, but away towards like Manchaca. It's a little more rocky and bumpy, but it's cool. It's cool that you can go two different directions and they're pretty different from each other in the ride. I like that. It's awesome. I'm not feeling too great. I actually feel like I might be getting sick, but I didn't ride yesterday. So I just want to try to get something in. I don't know. Maybe I'll feel better after moving around and riding. We'll see. I also found out that I can voice activate this thing. So we'll see. I changed the mount on the camera again, so we'll see if this is any better. So far I think the one I did for the second ride might be the way to go. But again, we're just testing everything out. It feels good outside. It hasn't got hot yet. So this is the other way. If I would have taken a right back there, it would have gone across the bridge. The little bridge to Marymore, the trails that start on Marymore. This is called kimono track, or not kimono tracks, train spotting. Because the train tracks run right there. Whoa. I wasn't there last time I came. Can't pet that dog. part. It's nice. You're like in a tunnel of trees. Quick. It might not look like it, but we're going pretty quick. Nose is running. Up. So now this is over by Canterbury Trails. Neighborhood. Something died back there. Surprised I didn't see all the vultures. once you get through these trails, it opens up and goes under Manchaca Bridge, and that's where it gets really rocky. It's like Slaughter Trail or Slaughter Creek Trail and Beurle Ranch. This is nice back here. Nice and smooth. It feels good outside. Underneath all these trees. This is Manchaca. And this is where it starts to get rocky. Boom, boom. There's a jump right there. I've never done it. You have to come down from this side, down this hill, I think. Because definitely don't have no speed going that way, the other way. Oh, that was a big hill. That's the first time I made it up without having to stop. And then this, I think is what they call Beurle Ranch. This is still like not rocky. The other side around Slaughter Creek is, or Slaughter Trail is super rocky. I'm talking super rocky. The entire time you're riding, you're just like still need to cut my handlebars. They're too wide. They came stock at like 800 millimeters. And everything I've read said like, I think I need like a 780 or 760 to 780 for my size. I don't know. But I can tell my hands kind of hurt, and I think it's because they're sitting at a weird angle because they're so wide. construction. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there it is up top. Down over the bridge. One time there was some girl that like biked over here and she was up underneath there reading a book. Scared me. She wasn't homeless. She just like rode her bike and was sitting under the bridge reading a book. I feel like the camera might be pointing too high up, but I didn't really check. I guess we'll see after the entire video's been recorded. I did change some sharpness settings to -2. I think it was on 0 before. Maybe it was on 2, I'm not sure. Let's see if that gets some of the blur out. Or not the blur, the grain. And this is where it kind of starts to get rocky. Slowly gets more and more rocky. Anytime you hear that, like, the sound that sounds like a fishing reel, that means I'm not paddling. I try to switch my gears up and down so that I'm paddling the whole time, or a majority of the time. So this is kind of like my exercise for the day. And it's not exercise if I'm just coasting down or coasting along. Going uphill. It might not look like it on the camera, but we are. And it gets way more rocky than this the further you go in. The thing with my bike, this is a hardtail, so I only have a shock on the front. So sitting and going on these rocks, you can feel it. Whereas if you have a full suspension bike, there's a shock in the front and the back. It makes it a little nicer on your booty. Don't feel all those bumps, but also has advantages to like grip and stuff through rocky areas, because if I'm bumping, my back tires not touching the ground, so I'm not getting as much traction and control. But if you got the full suspension, your bike is usually touching the ground, absorbing those bumps. But full suspension bikes are way more expensive. Well, I say that, but I probably could have got a full suspension from the Siskiyou T7 or whatever for the same price as this hardtail. But everything I read was like, yeah, you learn a lot of stuff riding a hardtail that you wouldn't know if you just went full suspension right away. So we'll see. Over there is this place called Dead Man's Drop. It is like a giant rock cliff. No way can I make it down that yet. I'm not that good. When I say like a rock cliff, I'm talking like a rock cliff. Like going downhill like at least 10 feet with like 2-foot drops on each section. I don't know. Not for me right now. 37 years old now. Fresh, a couple days into 37. I don't know if my body can handle a fall from a rock cliff. I'd probably survive, but I don't know how many broken bones I'd have. Hopefully no broken face though, with my new helmet. Okay. See, this is where there's rocks everywhere. Look at this. That's kind of weird with the hardtail. My bike's more downhill oriented, so like it feels better the faster I go downhill. But at the same time, you're like, oh, I'm going faster and then I fall on these rocks. It's not gonna feel good. It's kind of a mix. Like, I have no doubt that this bike can handle it. Probably could go faster if I was more advanced. Also gotta pick your way through the trail more with a hardtail instead of just full sending it, since you would have the full suspension. Keep trying to pick like what I think is the easiest, best way to go through on this bike. Bikers, runners, everything on this trail. There's this really cool section called like Surf's Up. I don't know, I've only made it. It's the big like, I think they call it G out. How you doing? Basically like big valleys. I only made it up the first two. The third one I got kind of scared and tried to started going, and I was like, I don't know if I got enough speed, and tried to stop right after I started. And the bike started sliding out. I knew I was gonna fall, so I just like reached back and grabbed a branch and held on and let my bike go down. It was like the scene on Black Sheep where he's falling down the mountain and he grabs onto that little branch. He's like, please, little branch, stay strong. And then it breaks. That's kind of like what happened to me. But I was okay. Just some scrapes. Maybe we try it today. I don't know. I shouldn't be scared. It's not like it's a jump. It's just a down and up. Oh, how you doing? See, here it is, Slaughter Creek Trail. How you doing? I feel like I've been saying how you doing to everyone and no one's responding at all. Maybe they got their headphones in. Maybe they're just mean. Not mean, not friendly. Here it is. Let's try it. I don't like this part. You have to like ride through all this brush. I don't know. It's like touching your legs and shoulders. I just don't like it. Oh. Because it's like up to your shoulders. So you're just getting whacked by brush on your shoulders. Oh man, that was super tall. Okay, here we go. Here's like a first little thing. Am I going the right way? I don't know. I might not be going the right way. That sign said paddle around. So I feel like that means skip Surf's Up? I don't know, we'll see. I don't think I've ever been this way. So we're about to find out. This is kind of cool. It's got like mini Surf's Up. Miniature. I don't know. I think I was supposed to go left back there. find out. Oh. Oh yeah, this is the first one. Yeah, see, that's really steep. I've done this one before, but I don't know. I don't like it today. I don't remember that big rock right there to the left. Right here. I feel like that's better for someone to go over. And easier than that gigantic rock they put there. Okay, let's see if we can make this one. Whoa, we made that one. Oh, we made that one. I think that's the one I messed up on the last time. Yeah, nice. So now, oh no, this was the one I messed up on. This is the steepest one. Yeah, I'm not doing that one. So I made 2 out of 4. Slick. Almost fell right there. Okay. The ground is very soft, which is why I don't really want to do it. You can't grip, like when you step off, it just like collapses under your weight. Okay, well I did half of it, or got a sticker in my knee. Itchy. Dang, it's in there deep. What the heck? It like won't come out. It broke off in there. Well, I'm gonna have to get tweezers when I get home, because those thorns like hooked in there, and when I pulled them, they just broke. They itch. Okay. That was steep, actually, right there. Didn't look like it, I bet, but it was. This is hard because my pedals are like hitting that rock. Whoop. Hack back. Okay. But yeah, I don't like those thorns in my knee. They are itchy. I don't know what bush that was from. Maybe whenever I rode through the middle of that one I was complaining about, where it's like up to your shoulders. Definitely got to make sure to get those out though, so they don't get like infected or irritated. I think this is back to Slaughter Creek. And I have my phone mounted right there. And there's an app called Trailforks that I use that people have mapped all these trails, which is how I found them. It's actually really cool. It's pretty accurate. Brings up a map of where you are and shows you the trails on the map and rates them on difficulty and tells you things that are on it. Like that, if you clicked on that Surf and Safari one, that'll tell you like, oh, G-outs, or if there's jumps on a trail, and you click on it, it'll say like, oh, this one has jumps, this one has a bridge. It's really cool. I think I paid like $50 to be a premium member, because if you're a free member, it just gives you one region. So I could only do like Austin, but now since I'm premium, I got more features, and if I go somewhere with my bike, I can just pull up that app and download the map for that region. And people update it too. There's been a few times where I've seen something say it got updated, and someone like said they added or fixed the trail on the map to reflect changes in the real world. Sometimes they rename them. Seen that a couple times, where they renamed it because they said like, oh, there's another trail over here named the same thing, so changing name so that no confusion happens. Because I think there's like, I think I saw one time where there's multiple Slaughter Creek trails, but like in 2 different areas, and people didn't like that. So this is back over by Canterbury Trails. There's a little jump over here that I like. It's tiny, but it's fun for me. I don't remember. Right, I think. And here's the jump. Get some speed. Right here. Ooh, that was tight. You know, a lot of times when I get over here, instead of going back over the train track area, I just exit in the neighborhood and then go up Manchaca. I was just thinking about it. I do that because I think it's I'm like, I don't want to go back through everything. I think it's actually faster if I were just to go to the train tracks, now that I think about it. So we'll see, I guess. Because I'm going to go to the train tracks again. If I can find the entrance. Well, I thought I was there. Let's see. See, here's the map. Yeah, I missed it. Oh. Where is it? There it is. It's this way. And we're back on train spotting. Except this direction's not as nice because you're not going downhill, you're going uphill. Maybe it is faster going through the neighborhood because you're on flat ground. Yeah, it might be a little longer distance-wise, but you can go faster. A squirrel on the trail up there. wonder if someone comes back here and cuts that. One thing that's good is I put it tubeless, made my tires tubeless. I took the tubes out of the tires, put sealant so that if I get a puncture, I don't get a flat tire. The sealant seals it up and I can keep riding. And it's actually already helped me once when I ran over like 2 huge storms and they punctured my tire, and my tire just goes psst, and then it was it. It was sealed up. And I've kept riding on it since. No issues. Holds air. I'd be scared to go over all those trails with tubes, I think. Just worried I'd get a flat tire and have to walk my bike back 4 miles or whatever. And we're back. This is man, I don't know the name of the street. I'm blinking. But it's the street behind our neighborhood. So I will turn it off now because this is just street. So I'm gonna stop recording.